Hello again. Well, now it's time for the Pokemon BW Adventures in Unova episode 1 review. Beauty is battling with pride and prestige. So, 16 seasons of Pokemon. So that's definitely. They've decided to effectively embrace my old-timer status as was anime. So, anyway, here we go. Oh, and so Ash finds out that the Pokemon League is starting soon, and they again decides to cut through Opaloosa City as well as Dragon Village in order to get there faster. Sure. And now we have, now also there's the opening. Hold on, gonna have a cut here since still used to getting used to this new style. Okay, we have a new opening. I think this song is very nice. The use of the B&E opening is very good. I mean, I like the animation in it. Just capture clear view of all the basic points of that opening, and it omits the way they hated Kim. I mean, earlier in the opening they had Dawn in there, but from at that point they had Kim in there, but now they got rid of him. And because I've looked at what other people think of the character, and he has not been going over well at all. You're gonna find out why, and well, I mean, he's now people really hate him. You're gonna find out why later this season, but now it's not the time for that. Now it's the time to have fun in this new season. So they stop to have a leisurely picnic lunch. There's Ash, and it starts out fairly well with Ash, Iris, and Sailors enjoying the sandwiches that Jarvis, Cynthia's butler made. So is the Pokemon food, there's making over the Pokemon, but everything goes alright when Oshawott takes Big Knight's food. Then a fight breaks out, and we see antagonists of this episode. And so, we have the antagonist of this episode, Myra and her Chinchino, Cher and her Bergerade, and Luna and her Lilligant. These are Tarazuka-inspired women. I mean, that's type of all-female theater group up in Japan. They also inspired the Zuga Club and One Hustle's Host Club. I mean, wherein I still think it's just okay. Well, I'm gonna review it later. But since last year, I don't really hate it anymore. It's just find it really annoying. But anyway, back to Pokemon. So the group is called the Flower Garden Troop, and it turns out only female pals and female Pokemon are allowed to join. Tyrus gets in the crazy scheme. So, what do they do? He makes Iris and Ash and Silent dress up like girls. Again, I mean, Silent's in it twice, Ash is in it 4 times. I mean, first was Ashley way back in the Kanto Saga. Then, in the advanced iteration, he dressed up to help in the Contessa's feelings to a girl he liked. And in the Diamond Pearl Saga, he did it at a maid cafe. That was quite common in Japan, but yes, him as a maid is very amusing. They also give Pansage a bow. Snipe's already female, and they give Pikachu having a heart-shaped indent in his tail because in the games, that's how you tell a Pikachu's female. They have a heart-shaped indent in their tail. Okay. Needless to say, Ash and Silent are not amused, but they get in. And Ash has become Ashley again, and then Silent becomes Silenor. So, I mean, Ash of Myra is not, and I can definitely say that yes, she is. Yes, definitely. Ash claims he's never going to be able to look at himself in the mirror again, but I actually think the dress is quite flattering. He makes actually a pretty good lady, like Michael Palin from Monty Python. Right, so, let's move on. By the way, I don't think they said about that thing about not being able to look in the mirror in the Japanese version, but gonna keep on moving on. They do some balance beam work, where they try and just push up against each other and try and knock each other in the mud without looking at their feet. But before that, they throw that Cher throws a rose who's in the mud and it sinks, but they're just talking all through that and explaining what happens. I know that didn't happen in the Japanese version. Also, I willingly fund a Pokemon Mud Wrestling Federation. Another thing is that the Flower Troop. Wait, hold on. The Flower Garden Troop I'd like to add that to the end of Pokemon names, or something that wasn't in the Japanese version. Reason that, to me, that's almost as bad as when Kid Icarus, before he went to his pet, and Icarus and everything he said in Captain N. So, let's move on. And I also must note that Jason Griffith's fake girl face is better than Sarah Naturalized fake girl does. Now Jenny actually is a girl. Well, the Pokemon Company, I think, made this troop smoother than the Japanese version, though this does work in the short for getting the audience to hate them. And just a bit, I'm fairly certain banning is considered a sin in some countries. So Cylonor loses her match, but Iris wins hers because she has the Emolga which can fly, which forces Logan into the mud. Ashley also wins her match, also does a very out of character jump. So we have this, and so we're moving on. Even though Snivy beats Chinchino with overhand grapple, I personally think Pokemon Wrestling would generally be great, but not just mud wrestling. Chinchino just shakes it off like a dog because the oil and fur kept her from getting truly dirty. Okay, and now they have an entire ring to battle in, and with mud, and Cher apparently forgets that Emolga can fly, despite fighting the Roserade, and Emolga wins again. So take that, you petty excuse for a shoujo homage. As hand, Cylonor in his match with Luna tries to dig under there with his pain sage, but there's mud underneath there. Well, what else would the ring go on top of? So, and also, even Cylonor loses, she managed to get washed off and changed to back up Rosa Versailles' costume. Now, even though Ashley should be facing Luna, wait, not Luna, Myra, Iris decides to battle her in her stead, and that uses a Snivy. They keep saying she misses even though with the leaf strong, even though she hits it and she dead on. Dub's kind of wonky in this episode, isn't it? So, Iris manages to wash off the oil, and the on Chinchino's squirm and manages to push Myra and Chinchino into the mud pit. Take that, Myra. You gave the noble Tarazuka Theater a bad name. It's pretty clever that how snake rip off the oil of the leaf storm. Once again, Ashley and Cylonor claim the leaf storm doesn't make contact, but I think it had to make contact. They had to hit the foot to get the oil off, didn't they? I think that month break between Black and White and Rival Destinies helped the translation improve, because going right from Rival Destinies to Adventures in the Unova caused sort of a mistranslation. And that's when they decided to get right out of Dodge. So even after all these years, Ash still makes a good lady, and they do leave towards Opalissa City in new normal clothes, though. Yeah. I think this had to be the most fun I've had with a Pokemon episode in a long time. Even though the dub was kind of wonky, I still got a kick about the cross-dressing plot, as well as the animation was nice and slick. And the battles were very good. And I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode, since this week we're doing an estrogen, next is going to be testosterone. So, anyway, my verdict, giving this episode 3.5 stars out of 4. That's all I have to say. Leave your comments box below. Tell me what you think of the new style, and I shall see you later.